So, what's a wantrepreneur? So, basically, a wantrepreneur is someone, and this is like a big trend I'm seeing now with a lot of people, and it's probably some of the people who are watching this right now. It's someone who says they're an entrepreneur, or wants to be an entrepreneur, or wants to do drop shipping, or says they do drop shipping, and doesn't do shit. And that's a majority of you guys. A majority of you guys don't ever level up. You guys are at, the exact same place that you always have been, and you cannot grow. And instead of actually growing, maybe you start personal branding. Maybe you start telling everyone you're still doing it, you're doing this and that, but like, you're not. And you're not fucking growing. And the one thing I see stopping people from genuinely getting from point A to point B every single time isn't telling everyone they're an entrepreneur, isn't, starting personal branding and start posting YouTube content, this and that. It's honestly just doing it and going through the pain of doing it. And actually, like, if you say you're going to start drop shipping, you start drop shipping. Or you say you're going to start an agency, you start an agency. You don't just a week later still writing down names for your agency. No, you just start. You just genuinely get to work. And I don't think a lot of people understand this concept, because it really just shows that the only thing you need to go through to get to where you want to get is pain. You get through pain, you can get through anything. And it's not like the pain's ever going to go away. Every time you want to level up, you're going to have to go through more and more pain, and that's okay. But I've seen this, and I see a lot of people hit this like threshold. It's hilarious. I will text people how their agency is doing, how their drop shipping is going, right? Because I want to see if they're still doing it. I want to see if they're actually fucking putting in work, and it's fucking hilarious because it's not going that well. Why? I don't know. I started doing this and that. I started drinking. I started hanging out with friends. Oh, so you just didn't put yourself through the pain. It's the same. Every time someone isn't doing the work, I just see them avoiding pain. You can give me any excuse you want, and I'm just going to be like, you're a fucking bitch and you can't go through the pain. That's it. That's the only thing that's holding you guys back. And now it's a trend to be an entrepreneur. It's fucking hilarious. You see it everywhere. You see it all over TikTok, all over Instagram, and it's all this flashy shit. Oh, like literally, there's a guy in my town. I'm not gonna name names, but he like has entrepreneur in his bio. Flexes his parents' money, and it's hilarious because you ask him anything about the quote unquote money making method that he's using, which is stock trading. You ask him anything about that, and he will not know a single fucking thing. And it is what it is. And it's kind of sad to see, because I couldn't imagine myself being one of these people saying that I'm an entrepreneur, saying that I'm doing this and that, knowing you could have been this. You could have been the person you were talking about every day, but you just never were. And that is probably the most painful thing I could ever even think of, is like being on my deathbed and thinking, wow, I could have been this guy. Or God showing me this amazing, perfect person that I could have been and I never was, because I just didn't go through the pain to become that. That's all it is. That's all it is. The great quote I saw on a guy his name is Jake. I'm going to put his channel in the description. He's such a sick guy. He's actually in a community of a bunch of other dudes who are fucking just straight grinders. Honestly, if you want to keep working hard and, stay disciplined, you can obviously just go through the pain and not be a bitch, or something that will help you is just putting yourself in an environment that will, enforce you to do that. But, besides all that, I saw this great quote on this dude's thumbnail, and it was, every day you prove who you say you are. Every single day you prove who you say you are. And I saw this in the background of his thumbnail, and I was like, dude, that's a fucking great ass quote. I like that. So, I don't know. It's every day you get up, and if you keep saying you're an entrepreneur, you have to prove it to yourself. You can't just say it, because in the end you're going to feel empty if you keep doing so. So, I don't know. There's no better way to put it, but besides, you need to go through pain. And if you can't go through the pain, you can't, stay in the fire, then you're not meant for it. That's it. And it's crazy because humans are pain avoidant. We don't like pain. Our biological, the way our brain works biologically does not fucking like pain. If we were put back in our, primal habitat, let's just say there's fucking fire, there's like a fire raging, right? And it burns you, or you, like, any sort of pain you could think about, like, as a primate, you would want to avoid, because it would, that would benefit you. That would probably mean that you're going to survive. But as an entrepreneur, like in today's day and age, it's way different, because you need to put yourself through a lot of mental pain. And the craziest thing is the mental pain of putting yourself, through the cold calls, through the cold emails, through the getting made fun of, posting content, getting made fun of, getting hate, this and that. Going through that and pushing through that is actually what's going to grow you. It's not what's going to actually kill you. Yes, it will kill your old self, the old person you were, but it's going to grow you into the person you want to be. So, yeah, pain is the key to everything. And if you're a entrepreneur and you're watching this, just remember, pain is your best friend. Start saying, start doing, and yeah, every day you prove to yourself who you say you are. So I know I was talking about a little community of people, that are like-minded. Genuinely, no fucking affiliate play. You can double check the link. No, I'm not getting paid for this, but if you do want to join a community of some good ass dudes who are genuinely grinding their asses off, like there's some guys in e-com in here, some dudes just starting their agency, and you also want to kind of learn along the way and ask people who have already done it and learn from their mistakes, there's a link in the description. This is the only fucking community I would recommend joining as of now, because I'm personally in the community. I'm personally active, I am active in the community. I talk in the community. And it's a great, dude, it's great, genuinely. It's nice. It's nice to have, because in my hometown, there is fucking 0 people actually doing it. Like, besides, actually, let me think. Holy shit. This is hard for me to think of. Besides me and like 4 other people that I know, no, actually maybe 2 other people that I know genuinely in my town are actually doing it and are actually putting in the work. So it's good to go and find, because like, look, when you go onto this journey of like self-improvement and like wanting to like, become a better person, or say you're actually just starting your business and your friends are making fun of you and clowning you for it, right? You need to find a new friend group. And there's going to obviously be a period of isolation you need to go through, which is completely fine and completely natural. But it is great to find a community of people who think like you. It's the best thing in the fucking world to do. So that's why I'm kind of linking this in the description. It's because I know what it's like to be alone for an extended period of time and have no friends, no one who thinks like you to talk with, no one to connect with, and it's horrible. So if you want to join it, you can. If not, it's all right. You can also just go network around. It's not that hard to go to someone and send them a DM and see if they want to connect. But besides that, that's the video for today. Hope you guys, got some sort of value from it. But, I mean, if not, you definitely will with the community. But, yeah, besides that, hope you guys have a good one. And I'll see you in the next vid.